everybody to Marketing Mondays. Go back and check out the last 2 videos that we did because we're going to continue to expound upon the information that we provided there. In particular, today we want to talk about something in regards to the stickiness factor, which was our last video, and that is answering people's questions with your website. Start to think about your website as a place to really answer people's questions. When you go to Google, you're typically looking for an answer or information that is going to provide a solution or something of value. So if your website is not answering people's questions, then they're likely to leave.
Exactly.
Mylan, continue to tell us just the importance of answering questions and what does that prove to our market and our customers, our clients? What does that do?
Yeah, I mean, besides showing them that you know what you're talking about, it also builds trust and likability. Trust because they're confident in your knowledge about the product. Likability, they're like, okay, this guy gets me. You know, so trust and likability are huge for business because that's who we do business with. And trust is the key factor there because there's a lot of people I like, but I wouldn't trust them to do business. Like my friends, I like them, wouldn't trust them with my kids or anything like that. So, what you have a story for us today about how a guy who's used this principle and to build trust with his audience has answered a simple question and it really worked out very well for him. So,
yeah, so we were actually at a conference, a marketing conference, a really big marketing conference, and a guy was telling a story in his speech about how he was in the fiberglass pool industry and he realized nobody was answering the question of how much does a fiberglass pool cost, and people were asking this question all across the internet. And he realized, wow, if I could just answer that question, I could probably snag most of the market. And so what he did with his website is he just started answering that question. He started being transparent about the cost related to fiberglass pools. Man, all of a sudden, he started blowing up his business. He started making millions of dollars just because he tweaked a little bit of something, and that something was answering the right question. One of our clients actually, we encouraged him, what are some of your major questions that your clients have or your customers have? And he said that is costs related to his product as well. And so I encouraged him to write a blog about costs related to his product, and now that is the second most popular page on his website other than the homepage.
Yeah.
You know? So it's so important, no matter what industry you're in, you need to be answering people's questions.
Yeah.
Builds trust, builds likability, and then all of a sudden you become kind of a leading expert that people keep coming back to over time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you mentioned transparency because that's what set his business apart from the others, because the other pool companies, they were really, you know, oh, we don't know what our prices are until we come out and see the area, give you a quote. He was very transparent about it, told them exactly what they should expect. People liked him for that, and they gave him his business because of that.
People enjoy honesty. People enjoy when you're upfront about what you do and what you offer and all those kind of things. So the key takeaway today is if you're not answering questions on your website, you need to be. And you can do that via your homepage. Go ahead and start answering questions. Ask your customers and your clients what their major questions are. Poll them, survey them, get some good market research, and then use your homepage and then start to maybe blog. I know that may sound weird for some people, but blog about these questions and answer questions in these blogs.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Trip, for the tip. You guys take that to heart, try it out, let us know how it works. Leave a comment below. If you have a question for us that we can definitely answer, we'll definitely take our own advice on that. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and don't forget, follow us on Twitter at GenesisNetDev.